tried. Moving on. Hey loves, it's Selena. This is my channel, The Secret Life of Lena, where we're all about faith, life, dreams, and being you. Let's get this video started. Okay, so you guys, I feel like I need to grab a blanket. I wish I was sitting on the couch or something, like talking to one of my best friends about this topic that I want to talk about. Um, it's a topic that's near and dear to my heart. Um, I mean, I guess it has to be because I'm in it. But being single and being able to maximize and enjoy your singleness, and more so, um, how to not spend your single state or your single season worrying about being in a relationship or being married, but to actually use your singleness to your advantage while you're in it. So, backstory, I I would say right now, I am enjoying my singleness much more than I was like 2 years ago. Although I'm only 24 years old, as a little girl who was trying to plan her life, thinking where she would be at a certain age, I always thought that by 24 I would have a house, 2 cars, a husband. Child. Now that I am 24, I'm like, glad that, I mean, I would love a house and 2 cars, but being in a relationship, although it is a beautiful thing, it is a blessing. I've seen how much it can be a blessing when it's with the right person. Um, I am actually at a point where I am able to enjoy my singleness because I stop focusing on the fact that I don't have the benefits of it, or constantly comparing myself to other people's journeys, and just enjoying my journey. And right now, part of my journey is being single. So now I'm at a point where, how do I actually maximize my singleness? How is it not just me, you know, pretending to be content as I wait for my relationship and eventually marriage? Um, which I feel like it's almost cliche what I'm going to say, but it needs to be reiterated for anybody who comes across this video that, sis, bro, by the grace of God, you're going to have time. That right relationship is going to come along. Don't rush it. So that would be my first thing I would say. Don't rush it. Figure out what you need to do so that, when the time comes, you're ready, but don't rush it. Don't try to have a timeline for when you need to be in a relationship. Because although in the moment you're like, I want a relationship, I feel like you may not realize how much more growing you need to do before you get into the right relationship. Here's the thing. We might see a lot of people in relationships and they look happy, and for the most part, some people you see in relationships are happy, but I bet you that a lot of those people would tell you that there were things they wish they knew or worked on before getting in those relationships. So just so you can avoid having to deal with certain stuff once you get into a relationship, take the time to be patient and work on yourself. Like, what can I do so that this isn't not necessarily a burden, but an issue that can become an issue in my future relationship. Like, that's some things that I think about when I think about my future relationship. What are possible and potential bad habits or thinking patterns that I have right now that could cause an issue in my relationship? Not just the fact that, oh, that's annoying, but something that could be an issue, like, do I struggle to trust? That's a big issue. Do I struggle to communicate? How do I act towards my loved ones when I'm upset? Is there any area where I'm selfish or inconsiderate that I need to work on? Just different things like that. Now, of course, picking up your clothes and being and washing dishes are definitely just as important as those other things. But figure out what other things, like, as far as communication, as far as trusting, as far as not being so selfish in certain areas, do you need to work on? That's one way to maximize your doing that in preparing for a relationship, bettering yourself in those instances. Darn it. Moving on. Second thing in maximizing your singleness, second thing in maximizing your singleness is making sure that you're out here living your best single life. Don't just be sitting at home on the couch waiting for bae to knock at the door. Like, if you just sit at home on the couch waiting for bae to knock at the door, bae may never knock at the door. Get out. Find stuff you like to do. I mean, I am a person that likes to sit home because I'm an introvert. And because I'm literally constantly always busy. But one of my things for 2020 is getting out more, figuring out little things that I can do so I can get out more, have fun. One of the things I like to do is dance. So something I want to try to do in 2020 is figure out where can I go so I can get my little groove on or something. But get out there, find stuff to do, travel, pick up some hobbies that don't include being at the house. Like, do that. That's another way to maximize your singleness, because in this single state, you don't have nobody asking, hey, where you at? Where you going? What you doing? Are you sure you want to do that? Because I can't do that with you. Bump dead. Like, take this time to just live your best life. And eventually, you'll be able to live your best life with bae. Y'all both can travel. But I'm telling you, it's very freeing to be able to just get up and go where you want to go without worrying about somebody else. Period. I think the biggest advice that I could, or encouragement that I can say as far as being single, that will really help people avoid getting into relationships that aren't good for them, is using this single time to, like, actually be alone and figure out who you are and what you desire, what you're willing to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with, so that when you do decide, okay, I'm ready to date, I think I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to be in a relationship and head towards marriage, you know what you can and just won't deal with and tolerate. Also, learning your self-worth and valuing yourself so that you don't get into relationships and go through stuff that you don't have to go through, all because you didn't realize you were worthy of more than what that person was willing to give you. So use your single time to figure out, who am I? What do I like? What do I don't like? What is a compromise for me, and what are deal breakers? Absolutely cannot do it. And figuring out, how to really value and love yourself and see your self-worth, so that you don't take crap from somebody who's trying to give you crap. If they can't afford what your price is, move along. Like for me, I I aside from being a Christian, which I feel like I actually might say that for a second video. So expect this whole look in a second video. I'm going to do that in a second video. But for me, waiting for marriage is a big deal for me. So if a guy that I'm feeling interested in isn't willing to do that, thank you for your time. The short amount of time. Ain't going to take a long amount of time to figure this out. Thank you for your time. We're moving on. So the takeaways from this video is figure out the parts of you that can be an issue in your future relationship. That's a way to maximize your singleness. If you're a single person who desires relationship, all single people don't desire relationship. But if you are, take that time to figure out, okay, how am I on communication? How am I as it pertains to being trusting of a person I am with, just those different things. Am I clean? Like, just those different things, figure those things out. Second, take the time to live your best single life. Get out there, explore, travel, find fun things to do. Don't just sit around the house waiting for bae to knock on the door, because if you sitting around the house waiting for bae to knock on the door, guess what? Bae may not knock on the door. Secondly, maximizing your singleness is to take the time to figure you out, what you like, what you don't like, and learning to love and value yourself to the umpteenth degree, so that you not taking crap when you get to that point you are ready for a relationship. And if you're single and you ain't trying to mingle, here's the thing for everybody, but especially a single person who just don't desire relationship. If you're single, don't allow the pressures of society or the people around you to make you feel bad for being single. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being single. I mean, it is nice to be chosen, but just because you haven't been chosen or because you're still single doesn't make you any less valuable, worthy, beautiful, handsome, or all around great person. You still are. Being single is not a punishment. It is not a prison. Period. All right, you guys, that is my TED Talk. Thanks for watching. Once again, this is The Secret Life of Lena. We're all about faith, life, dreams, and being you. Till next time, loves. Bye.